Good morning, you're watching Morning at NTV, and today on Take Note, think of everything you want: foods, clothes, maybe you want a piece of land, or you want to go to that honeymoon. And what if you could get all of that in one space? We like convenience, we like efficiency, and Jumia has been an answer to a lot of our questions. Joining me is the Managing Director of Jumia Uganda. They have a big milestone, 6 years in the business. Of course, over time, they've added on a few things onto their portfolio. We're here to discuss all of that, and I have gotten so much good news this morning. I'm very excited. I thought I was using Jumia until I talked to you, Ron. Now, all of a sudden, my eyes are open. Good morning.
Good morning, Flavia.
Are the 6 years this week?
6 years this year.
This year?
Yes,
okay.
indeed. Yeah.
Okay. So 6 years of Jumia, but Jumia has a lot of, things. Where does the Jumia story start from anyway?
So, well, Jumia has been in business now for 6 years. In Uganda, a little less than that.
Okay.
So initially we started with just an e-commerce platform where people can buy all products they need, whether it's electronics, phones, tablets, home appliances, fridges, cookers, ovens, and so on and so fashion. Then we opened the food delivery business, Jumia Food. People can order from all the restaurants in Kampala, and we deliver within 1 hour.
Okay.
We added Jumia Travel, where you can book hotels and flights.
Yeah.
And we have others, Jumia Jobs and Jumia Deals.
I've seen Jumia Party.
There's Jumia Party. So Jumia Parties, you can order alcohol on delivery on demand. So literally all your favorite brands of alcohol, from beers, spirits, wines, are delivered to you within an hour anywhere.
Okay.
And so Jumia is an ecosystem. An ecosystem that brings together sellers in Kampala. So sellers, I mean people who are selling all those phones, people who are selling hotel rooms, people who are selling food. We connect them with buyers who want convenience and who want standardized prices, who want great deals. I think the value that Jumia brings and the value that the internet has brought is the fact that people want convenience. People don't want to drive and get to an actual shop.
That's very true.
People want to products at very good prices delivered to them in no time.
Where I am at the office, I don't want to have to drive all the way. And I think people don't do that anymore, to be honest.
No, they shouldn't.
But let me ask because your 6 years is Jumia, not Jumia UG.
Yes.
So thanks for clearing that up, because I was trying to imagine the years you started. So let me see, Uganda, a couple of years back when Jumia came in any form that it did come in, people weren't necessarily as open to that space as they are today, because today someone will just say, send me a picture, or let me just see online, bring it here. Whereas back then maybe it was, what do you mean you'll get it to my doorstep at this time? Was that a bit of a challenge? And maybe if not, what challenges did you face starting in this industry?
The challenge again was indeed changing consumer behaviors. People were very comfortable walking to a shop. They know the shop owner, they buy what they want, and items are given to them. They were used to going to a shop and haggling to negotiate the prices. So an item that is 10,000, they will begin at 40,000, come somewhere in the middle. Jumia disrupted all that, whereby we say you don't need to leave your house. If you're a seller, you don't need to be in the same area. You can be in Kampala and you're selling products to people in Gulu online. And two, we said that the prices will be fixed. We'll get the best prices, and customers will have a choice to choose what they want, but also they will also be protected. On Jumia, you have a warranty on all our products. You have 7 days to return products. And so we disrupted that whole industry whereby consumers were not protected. Consumers bought products, they were not sure if they're fake or real, the Chinese knockoffs in downtown Kampala. And so it is that change of mentality from both the sellers and from the buyers that has helped us become quite successful.
Take me to the back end. Is there like a sort of vetting process or some due diligence before you put a product or have a relationship or contract with a seller? Do you check the products? Do you work through a few things? If I have a complaint, do you go back?
So how it works is that we vet all our suppliers, and we work mainly with authentic distributors to make sure that we can guarantee the products that we bring. And obviously we allow 7 days for a customer to take a product,
to figure out,
try it out. It doesn't matter if it's a dress or whatever it is. Take it home, try it on. If you don't like it, return it back with no charges at all. And so I think the option to pay on delivery, the option to try out a product, for 7 days, and if it doesn't work, bring it back.
Okay.
We're very revolutionary. There's no shop in Kampala that will give you that.
No, you can't even return it in a day.
Exactly. And then obviously we make sure that we give you the best prices. And I tell people, before you buy in an actual shop, check on Jumia. Whether it's a phone, whether it's a TV, whether it's a fridge, whether it's you name it, whether it's a hotel you want to book. If you find it cheaper, I'll be surprised.
I was just talking to Ron about traveling, and I was saying, okay, it's expensive to go anywhere. And he was saying, we have good prices, but let me tell you about my mentality. And I think you saw me go through it, and I said, Ron, there's no way it's 1 million. I don't trust it. Let me look for something of 2 million.
Yeah.
I'm not the only one with that kind of mentality. You have Ugandans saying, cheap? No, must be a knockoff or must not be good. Do you get that kind of behavior from consumers?
We do that all the time. I think people are surprised. A lot of people see our ads on social media, on YouTube, on TV, and they say, there's no way that TV is that cheap.
Yes.
It is that cheap. And I will tell you why it is.
Who's making a loss here? You?
Well, no one is.
Oh.
So how this works is that, let's say you're looking at traveling and you're looking to go to Fort Porto or Kabale or Zanzibar, you name it. We negotiate with those hotels to give us the best prices because we give them thousands and thousands of customers.
Okay.
So we give them volume. In return, they give us discounted
prices. So a guarantee of
So yeah, so if you go there as one individual, you'll never get the price that Jumia can get because the same applies whether you want to buy a Samsung phone. We get these phones in bulk.
Okay.
So you will never find any shop in Kampala selling cheaper than us because Jumia is able to negotiate rates that you can't get as a small seller. So the volume brings this. And also on our end, we see many resellers. So people who actually, those shops on Kampala Road, and some of them are buying from Jumia and then selling it to the consumers. So I'd say that, for people in Kampala, try for the price, for the convenience, for the warranty, the free returns policy. I think we give an incredible deal on electronics, on fashion, on home appliances, many things. And then we go to the restaurants. I think you like food, Flavia.
Yes, I've used Jumia Foods. Guilty, very guilty. Yes.
On the food side, the price you pay in the restaurant is the price you pay on Jumia Food. The only difference is that you pay a small delivery charge based on how far you live from the restaurant. And so we guarantee our customers that you pay exactly what you would pay in the restaurant. So our customers are very happy for the value we bring.
That's good.
And we've been a huge impact on the economy. Directly, we employ hundreds of people, and indirectly, thousands of people are employed through Jumia. Our sellers incrementally add revenue. Let me give you a scenario that I like to say that if you a restaurant in Bugolobi, theoretically or before Jumia, you would be able to sell people who come to you in Bugolobi. With the onset of technology and a platform like Jumia Food, you're able to sell your food to people in Miyanga, people in Kamocha, people in Tinda. And so technology has made it very easy for our sellers to make a lot more revenue than they would make. For some of our sellers, many of our hotels, many of our distributors for Samsung and others, and all the top brands, you name it, they're making up to 20-30% of their revenue online. And so that's why we think the online space is very critical for our economy. Yeah, so now you have the trouble that I have to pay taxes, and then I have to access it, and then internet. I mean, we don't necessarily have the cheapest internet in the in the world, so that's still an issue as well. Yes. So before the let's talk both ends. Before the tax and right now. So before the tax, when it was just a question of data. Yes. For example, was there an issue there? Yes, I would say that internet in Uganda is expensive. And internet obviously affects commerce, especially online companies. Because without internet, people can't find us. They can't find the good deals that Jumia has. But anything that you add to that cost already is another barrier. And I think even if I don't look at it as a businessman, I think the latest tax regime has, in a way, has been a barrier tax to access to information and access to what you call instant communication. And instant communication and access to information are very important to trade. Very important for people to be able to hold leaders and governments accountable. Very important for people to fight crime. Very important for people to be able to collaborate and be able to fight things like tribalism and so on. So I think it's overall, in my opinion, it's repressive in a way, regressive, not repressive, regressive in a way. And I think that it's affecting business in many ways that than we would like to be.
Let's talk about your footprint, because you're not just in Kampala.
Yeah.
And is this for all the Jumias, all the portfolios you have? So Jumia Fresh, Jumia Food, Jumia Travel. You can reach. First of all, where is the reach? So
for Jumia, we're able to reach anywhere in Uganda.
As long as I have internet? So
if you have internet, whether in Gulu, Fort Portal, Kabale, Mbara, Jinja, Lira, wherever you are, we're able to reach you. You can order for products and we'll deliver to you anywhere.
Okay.
In Uganda, we guarantee we can deliver 3 to 5 days anywhere in the country.
Okay.
As long as you have access to internet. For Jumia Food, we are available mainly in Kampala and in Entebbe. We're soon expanding to Jinja and Barara. For Jumia Travel, we're everywhere in Uganda. You can book hotels to any part of the country. And we're hoping that all the other Jumia party as well, we can expand outside of Kampala and so on. Across Africa, we're in 22 African countries.
Right.
And so my scope is working in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Rwanda.
Yeah.
But I'd like to say for Uganda, it's an incredible market.
I was about to say, we must be your best market.
Ugandans are very tech savvy. Ugandans are quick to adapt technology. And they want to use technology to solve their everyday lives.
Yeah.
And so we find a market like Uganda doing almost as well as some of the big giants like Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, especially for some of the segments of our business. Yeah, doing fantastic. I think Ugandans like simplicity.
Yes,
we like simplicity. And then so we've been very excited about the Ugandan market. And I think it's continuing to grow because more and more people don't want to leave their house. The people are busy. Yeah. People have work to do. And so we close that gap between the seller and the buyer.
Okay, so before we talk about what the 6 years is, what the good stuff is, let's talk about the access. So I can access Jumia.com, but then of course there's the different Jumias. So how one can access, of course, on the app as well. And then after that, what possibly is the process, how short or long it is for me to then access my service or product? So
I think Jumia is available on jumia.ug and or the Jumia apps. So there's a Jumia app, there's a Jumia Food app, there's a Jumia Travel app. And
so separate
apps.
Okay.
Where we're going now, I think you'll see in the coming months that we'll be combining all those.
Yes, I was about to say that can be a good
Jumia
thing.
One, whereby you can actually get all these products and all these services on one platform. That's on the roadmap already. But for now, you're able to find the best deals with warranty and with one-day delivery within Kampala if you order PM. Available on the Jumia website and the Jumia app. And then the same for food and Jumia Food app, for travel and the Jumia Travel app, and so on and so on. And so, but on the other hand, if you can't use the app, our number, call center is always there, and people can call us directly, and we're able to support their need.
Oh, okay.
And so, and how we communicate is across all channels, social media, WhatsApp.
Let me ask you, if I have, for example, with the food, I've tried the app, right? And they ask you a few things, you know, your name, number, your email, where you stay, obviously, for deliveries. But if I was to go, for example, to Jumia Travel, does my information still stand? Or must I then fill in everything else?
You ask a very, very, very good question.
I know, again, Ugandans like convenience, so...
no, so the same account information you supply on Jumia would be transferable to Jumia Food, to Jumia Travel, so you never have to put in
every single time.
Yeah. It's one sign-in, and you're good to go.
Okay, fantastic. So 6 years of Jumia.
Yes.
What's happening?
Oh, 6 years of Jumia are incredible, because this year we're making it very big for our customers. We're offering huge discounts, up to 75% discount of many of our products across all categories. So we have, for example, Hisense TV, that's 40-inch. that typically would go for like 1.1 million. Now it's going for around 900,000. Okay. We have the cheapest Wi-Fi tablet in Uganda, going for 150,000 shillings. We have the cheapest microwave in Uganda, going for 230,000 shillings. Okay. All these products and deals are only available on Jumia. Okay. You can't find them anywhere else. So I think for those people who have never used Jumia, this is the best time to try. Because the discounts go up to 75% discount. They carry warranty, they carry returns, you can return them. And so whether you are into fashion, whether you're into travel, whether you like food, whether you like electronics, so you need to do a home makeover.
This is across all of that. Yeah.
Yes, it's across all categories. And so we're very excited to really give the biggest deals we've done yet in Uganda. So
through the app or through Jumia.ug?
Through the app or through Jumia.ug.
Is this, how long is this going to be on?
So this ends this week. Ooh, so for people who haven't tried it, I think you have a few days to get this done. Get on Jumia.ug and Jumia or food.jumia.ug, go to travel.jumia.ug and take advantage of the deals we have for this Jumia anniversary. Jumia anniversary has 3 days left.
3 days.
3 days left. So it ends on Thursday. And so for those who haven't, Flavia, I say, you know, get on. And,
I must. And as you say, this is across all of the products. So even with travel, even with you know, food. So good
book your vacation now. Book your
till
visit
Friday?
now. Yes, until Thursday.
Till Thursday.
And then get the best deals on food. But most importantly, the big purchase items. If you've been wanting to buy a TV, you've been wanting to buy a laptop, a fridge, an oven, microwave, fan, anything you want to do that's high ticket, this is the best time to buy it. Because even the guys on Kampala Road who are selling to you, they're buying from Jumia and then selling to...
With a slight markup.
I mean, it's big markup.
Okay.
So, but I'd say Jumia, I think we've changed how people do business. We've changed how companies sell to customers. We've standardized the process. We've made sure that the products are genuine, and I think we've helped you know, government collect more revenue from the informal sector, because Jumia has formalized everything, and I would say we've democratized trade, and so anybody can sell, anybody can buy, as long as you have access to internet. Now, on the access to internet, if you are an MTN customer, if you're getting your data from MTN, it is free to use all Jumia apps.
Oh, so
and website.
I won't be charged, my data won't be
so
used.
It's zero rated. It's what you call zero rating an app.
Nice.
So if you are an MTN customer, it is free to use the Jumia food.
I should try that.
And the Jumia app and the Jumia travel app, it is free.
With the app, of course. So
the app. It doesn't take your data. Or the website. They're all zero rated.
Oh, fantastic.
And people may be wondering, how do they pay? Once you order from Jumia, we'll deliver to you, and you can pay us with MTN mobile money, or you can pay us with cash on delivery. Okay. And you're still able to return if you don't.
Yeah, I think if it's the same as the food one, again, it's the only one I've really interfaced with. They ask you for an option.
They ask you for options. Yeah, you can decide whether you want to pay online or pay
mobile money
in cash.
And you know, we're being charged. Okay, we're not technically being charged anymore, but mobile money. But again, it was going to be a bit of a question there. Yeah. But I see that you're adding a lot of products or portfolios. What's the dream? What's the wish list for what you probably want to see Jumia as?
Well, I think what we're building at Jumia is an ecosystem. An ecosystem of people who are giving the best products and the best prices and the best experience to our customers. We want people to have power, to have information, to be able to choose. Yes. And so the Jumia platform is one that puts the power in the hands of the customers. The way I see Jumia going now is to add more options, more services, and so we can bring the offline economy to online. If you look at, for example, in North America and Europe, about 15 to 20% of all trade happens online. If you look at Uganda, it's less than 0.5% of trade happening online. We need to change that, because offline economy is very cumbersome, it's less efficient, it's very expensive, and it's not formalized, so government is not able to collect revenue, and so on and so on. We think that the more we migrate to online, customers will get better deals, government will collect more revenue, and I think it's going to be a win-win for the sellers, a win-win for the customer as well.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Ron Kamara from Jumia, Jumia.ug, and the app as well. Up to 75% off as they celebrate 6 years. It ends Thursday, so if I were you, I'd run and take advantage of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
for the good news. That's it. If you're watching Morning at 10 TV, have a good day.
You're watching Morning at NTV.